back, and I know you can't smell this, but it smells good already. Massimo, what are you going to make for us?
I'm going to make a sweet and sour chicken, but the Italian way, okay? Summer style. There you go. Why not?
So I want you to do it like, you know, Spanish next time, okay? Just for fun.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that next time. So I prepared my base because this is something that doesn't take only 5–10 minutes. This is something that takes about 25 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So you basically have onions and you got to cook them down really, really well. Garlic, olive oil, a little bit of chopped tomatoes, and then you put in your sweet and sour thing, which is white balsamic vinegar. Why not? A splash of this right in there, just like that. And then you have, I'm using sherry vinegar, but it can be white wine vinegar. It can be anything in that range. A nice little splash. You don't need to add sugar. You do not need to add sugar.
Well,
you already have, exactly, you already have the balsamic.
Right.
Now, me,
Kind of caramelize.
yes, you do. You want the caramelization. You want some little, what do you call it? This is sprigs of rosemary, but just a few pieces, just like that. Put it right in there, and maybe a nugget of butter. So now, what we do is we pre-sauteed our chicken in for the interest of time, because, you know, as I said, it takes about 15–20 minutes to cook a breast like this.
Yep.
And we don't have all day, so. But what we do is, you know what? The thing is, we turn up the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we decide that, you know, what makes it more interesting is with all of these vegetables that we have right there, okay, we decided to take a little bit of peas.
Nice.
Okay, fresh peas. Peppers, because when you're talking sweet and sour, the peppers would always make it a little bit better. Okay, zucchini, I love zucchini, so I put them everywhere. And the French peas, as I said, you know,
that's what we need.
I've had a love-hate relationship with this thing here forever. You know, yeah, because you know what? In Italy is like in England, right? I mean, you're cooking for like 3 days, so they're all pasty and disgusting, and it's like you put them in the stew, and you know, I never really enjoyed them until I learned to eat them properly.
Okay, because that's interesting, because you do use them in a lot of your recipes. That's why I was surprised to hear that. And I also have a love-hate relationship with peas.
It's the Canadian in it.
Well, you know what? I mean, listen, they saute the peas with the onions, and then they put the rice, and they make a risotto, and that cooks for like 20 minutes. I mean, how good can the peas be? Right? I mean, you know, that's
the finishing move.
But you know what? The once a year when the peas are super fresh, I mean, that's when you gorge on it, right? Just like that, just like grass. I mean, the asparagus. Okay, especially the other day in the market, there was really thin asparagus, the spaghetti asparagus, and I love that stuff, right? So I just go crazy on things like that. So basically, what I want to do is I just want to put in a few of these everywhere. I don't want to overcook them. Just like Jason said, you know, you can't overcook this stuff. This stuff you don't want to overcook because it just gets wrecked.
The crunch.
You want the crunch, exactly. So you want the peas in there. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't overcook those, Massimo.
No. If one of you guys want to do me a favor, grab you know, one of those radishes over there. Those are my favorite. Now, in case there is not enough juice over here, we put a little bit of white wine. Okay. We turned up the heat like crazy, but a little bit of white wine and maybe a little chicken stock. Okay, just like that. So give it a good stir. Yeah, let it sit for about 3–4 minutes. And the chicken should be ready.
So you want slices?
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to do it with a mandolin. Oh, you made me work with a mandolin, huh?
Here we go. Okay, fine. I was reading your mind. I knew he wanted that.
Here we go. Now, this is super delicious and very tasty, right? I mean, the idea of the vinegar soaking in with the chicken and the onions that are really, really cooked, and the beautiful onions, like those Spanish onions right there. I mean, those are fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, those are
You're
really,
an onion
really
guy,
delicious.
too.
I am an onion guy. I'm a garlic guy. Not even that. We're going to garnish it up in a minute.
Okay.
You know, we're just going to go around just like that. You know what I mean? Just let it soak up a little bit. The vinegar is really, really good.
So is this a traditional? You were saying it's sweet and sour chicken done the Italian way.
Well, you know what?
It's just because he's stirring it.
All of these beautiful ideas.
What do you mean by the Italian way?
Wait, sorry. Let me just. Are we going to do it the English way now? All right. Can you do the Canadian way?
Yeah, we got the Canadian way. So, no, that's the stirring. That's the stirring.
That's just stirring.
That's the stirring. The sweet and sour vinegar. See, the more I study about Italian cuisine and Italian food, right, and the more I realize that really the influence from everywhere around the world coming to Italy, or I don't know, maybe vice versa. Who knows, right? I mean, but there is lots of these recipes already existing in our vocabulary. So I mean, it's always fun to say, you know, I want to do a sweet and sour chicken. Then you make it, and somebody's like, ah, wait a minute, that's not done right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very very old recipe from like the 13th century when vinegar was a big deal.
Okay,
anyway.
So yeah, traditional, yes, it would be traditional.
Anyway, so all you have to do is just place your chicken breast right there. We have a little bit of the beautiful vegetables. Put them right on. Yeah. Put them right around it. You know, not a problem at all. And this is all basically all you have to eat. Now, I would accompany this one with a beautiful little bunch of greens, you know what I mean? And greens are...
mustard greens on there
Mustard greens, something like that. You have some left over from your
I ate them all.
portion? You ate them all? You're always so hungry. Unbelievable.
Okay, so beautiful. Cityline.ca for that recipe.
And that's,
why don't we put that out there for them?
Yeah. There you go.
Looks good.
Now we need the garnish. Garnish because you need to have the radish these days.
All that hard work Jason did.
Come on.
We got to use them.
Waste.
Very nice. Okay,
there
beautiful.